The Korean War was a military conflict between the Republic of Korea, supported by the United States, and the Democratic Republic of Korea, supported by the Soviet Union and China. Both North and South wanted to be united as one, but the problem was that North wanted to unite as communists, while South wanted to be united as Democrats. However, the most relative cause was that because US had fear against communism, they decided to not protect North Korea if they were attacked by communists. Knowing that North Korea was no longer under protection, this motivated the South to an attack. North Korea lived under the rule of Kim Il-sung and lived under poverty. They were also living in fascism as the government didn't allow their people to make decisions for themselves. Families were split into either borders. Some were captured by communists and were brought up to battlefields. North Korea continued to bomb South, causing to destroy their rice fields and water supplies, which caused them to live in famine. The war created a domino effect, because if one land in the region was affected by communism, the regions and countries around it were influenced by it as well. Since the Korean War, North Korea has kept its country in hostility and ignorance by keeping all foreign technologies and cultural influences away from its country to justify the invasion of other countries and to influence the public about their nation. In fact, technically the war hasn't ended yet. The inability of the two sides to resolve the differences has meant that the two Koreans and their allies have had to remain in the battle state along the border ever since. People in North Korea had no freedom at all, as their leader Kim Il-sung made decisions by himself and asked no opinions from the public. He was trying to achieve nationalism from the whole of North Korea. A political strategy was shown when US offered less weapons to South Korea, so that they seemed less powerful to the Soviet Union. It is also shown when they chose not to protect North Korea, because they wanted to stop the spread of communism. Throughout the war, China used North Korea to defend itself from US invasions, which is seen as a military cause. A militarism cause was shown when South Korea was no longer in the defense policy motivated North to an attack. In comparing the Korean War to the Vietnam War, the similarities are that both of them show communism. In the Vietnam War, the North Part were communists and the South were Democrats. This is also the same case in the Korean War. What was typical about the Korean War was that it had killed a lot of people and made a big change to the country, leading it to split into half. Unlike the Vietnam War, the war had caused such a great long-term effect that North Korea is suffering from great poverty.